Second grade. Today we are going to be reviewing some things that might be a little bit easy for you, but that's the point of reviewing. We are looking back at things that you already know, and we are going to try to remember them and maybe get better at them. So here we go. The first thing that I am going to start with are these questions. Now I want to challenge you. You are going to pause the video and you are going to try to answer each one of these questions, okay? So I will read them to you, and then I want you to pause the video. The first one says, how many days in 1 week? How many hours in 1 day? How many months in 1 year? How many weeks in 1 year? And that's a challenge. How many seconds in 1 minute? And how many minutes in 1 hour? So I want you to pause the video now. And I want you to challenge yourself and try to answer these questions. So you should have paused the video and tried to respond to these questions. Let's see if you got them. So, how many days in a week? 7 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 7 days. All right. How many hours in 1 day? 24. How many months in 1 year? 12 months. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 12 months. All right. How many weeks in 1 year? And if you got this, nice job. There are 52 weeks in 1 year. All right, how many seconds in 1 minute? 60 seconds. And how many minutes in 1 hour? 60 minutes. Hey friend, if you got all of those right, nice job, pat yourself on the back. If you got some of those right, nice job, pat yourself on the back. All right, here we go. The next thing that we are going to look at is something that you're going to say, come on, Miss Paula, we've already seen that, we know. But like I said, we are just going to review. We are going to look at them again. So here I've got a calendar, and you know what? I'm going to move myself over to this side. Here we've got a calendar, and there are a few things about this calendar that I want to point out. Okay, so the first thing is I want you to notice that where it says June, that is the month. Okay, and you know that. And then it says 2020, and that is the year. But now I want you to notice that in a calendar, you have the days of the week, okay? Those are there for you. And then you also have the date. So those numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 30, those are different dates, okay? Notice that all of Sundays are going to be in this column. So the 7th is going to be a Sunday, the 14th is going to be a Sunday, the 21st and the 28th are going to be Sundays. Then all of these in this column are going to be on a Monday. All of these are going to be Tuesday, and so on. Okay, so if I look at this calendar, it is specifically pointing to that yellow box where there is a 22. So another challenge, I want you to pause the video. What would be the date for that yellow box, that 22? Okay, so the date for that yellow box or that 22 would look like this. June 22nd, 2020 is a Monday. So June obviously is the month. 22nd, or that 22, that's the date. 2020 is the year. And then Monday is the day of the week. Okay? So let's look at this example here. If I've got the calendar pointing specifically at the 11th, what day of the week would that be? And how would you say that date? You would say June 11th, 2020 is a Thursday. Notice that the 11th is in the Thursday column. So we know that it's a Thursday, okay? But you also have to say the month, the date, and the year. Okay, now we're going to move on to something else that you really know and we have seen all throughout this year, but we are going to review it. So we are going to look at time. Now remember that when we are looking at an analog clock, I want you to say that, analog clock. Okay, when we are looking at an analog clock, there are two hands. And the first hand I'm going to show you is the hour hand. Now notice that the hour hand is pretty short and it's a little bit chubby, it's thicker, okay? And that is going to tell you the hours. And it's simply going to say something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, okay? Those are the hours. The next hand that we've got is the minute hand. And notice that the minute hand is longer and it is thinner, okay? And the minute hand is going to tell us the minutes. Do you remember how we count to find out minutes? We can count by fives. And I actually want you to help me count by fives. Okay, ready? Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60, or just zeros, okay? So if I showed you this clock, this red clock, analog, what time is the analog clock showing? Let's see. Remember that the hour hand is going to be this short one, and then the minute hand is this long one here, and for this one, we will count by fives. So let's see. The hour hand is on the 8, so we know that it is 8 o'clock. But then the minute hand is going to count by fives. So let's count by fives, starting up here. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 minutes. So the time is 8:30. Okay, friends, that is all that I have for you now. It was a review. So now what I want you to go do is I want you to go to page 289 in your math journal and work on those time problems. I'll see you later.